The planet Neptune is incredibly far away from the sun, and even though it's far away, it's still really hot. It's blue, it's cold, and it's windy. I'm gonna tell you why. You probably know that light travels really fast, but did you know that it also travels in waves? So the light that comes from the sun to Neptune has a much longer wavelength, much longer than what we can see. So the light we see coming from Neptune is actually way shorter. It's been squished together due to the Doppler effect. That means the light waves have been compressed so much that they are way higher in energy than they would be if they weren't squished. And because they're higher in energy, they're blue. And those waves have different lengths and heights. The shorter the wave, the higher the energy. The longer the wave, the lower the energy. Visible light has pretty average length waves. If a wave is longer than that, we can't see it. We call those waves invisible. They're longer than what we can see. They're called infrared waves. And if a wave is shorter than what we can see, then we call them ultraviolet waves. And just like the name says, they have higher energy. Okay, now let's talk about Neptune. Neptune is really far from the sun. Now, because the waves are so short, they have even more energy than they would if they were on a planet that was closer to the sun. But remember, even though the light is blue, that doesn't mean it's hot. The temperature of an object depends on how much energy it gives off per second. And that's not just based on the color of the light. It's based on all the colors of light. And Neptune gives off a lot of energy in the infrared, which means it's actually really hot. And speaking of hot, when you have a bunch of hot stuff together, you get heat. And if you have a bunch of heat and it's not moving, then that heat will eventually radiate away into space. But Neptune has a bunch of winds that keep churning up the heat and spreading it around. So you might think that the winds would make it colder, but actually they do the opposite. They make it hotter. They keep the heat in, and that's why Neptune is blue, cold, and windy. This has been 1 minute. See you next time.